I'm Vesna Olles from BOC, and my role is Director of Clean Energy and Strategy for our Australia and New Zealand business. My key takeaways from our session is the importance of, staying the course. I've heard both the ministers talk about that this morning, and also hearing, some of the, other sectors such as flights and plane decarbonisation and the length of time it'll take. They understand the multi-decade approach, and so it's staying the course. And as an organisation, I work for BOC, we're part of the Lindy Group, we understand that as well. So clean energy is one of our strategic pillars globally, and we know that to help companies decarbonise, we need to stay the course and be committed for the long term. So that was a real takeaway. I think the other thing from the projects we're working on, the other takeaway is that it's important to be ambitious, because staying the course without, following through on action will mean that Australia could miss out on developing some comparative advantage and competitive, positioning over the next, through to 2030 and beyond. This summit is really an important summit because it really brings some of the great thinking, research, innovation, technology coming together, coupled with commitment from international governments and the Australian government. And so when you put all of that together, it really highlights the ability to learn, right? Ability to understand where industry's at, and then pushing, the sector to go the next stage. So it's a very thoughtful and important conference. It's one of the few that BOC and Lindy commits to, and also one of our team members is on, the Australian Hydrogen Council, and that combined, we know that the quality of the material that is covered is compelling and encouraging industry on what are the next steps they need to take. So yeah, it's important. I think what makes this show stand out is that genuine connection of, for example, the German government, the Australian government making an announcement and a commitment to further investment to meet their future needs, and what's the role that Australian industry can play to make sure that we have a competitive advantage. So I think it really brings what I hate to say heavy hitters, it really brings the people who are key in making the decisions around investment, and the people who make decisions around policy and enabling the industry to go to the next stage. I really think it's got the quality in this conference. Well, I think we need to take what we learn and be ambitious and apply it in our, our own business planning for the next stage, and think through to 2030 and beyond, and take some of this and take it to the next stage.